what a great song. Like, I loved the energy that we got from it.
What's up, everybody? We're back again today with another video. I am Kevin.
My name is Tim.
And today we have some more IPrevail for you, and we're doing their song Gasoline.
Nice. How recently was this released?
So this is on the Trauma album, which was the previous album, not the one that we did. Now the last songs that we did was on the new album. This is on Trauma, which is the one before that, which I think was their most successful album.
Okay.
It's an album that people really, really enjoyed. This is one of their heavier tracks of the Trauma album. And it deals a lot with mental health and bullying and self-hate and then overcoming it.
Okay, sounds good.
So yeah, let's see what you think.
Sweet. If you liked the video that we did, please consider subscribing. And also just give it a little cheeky like. If you're enjoying the content we're making, we're going to start a Patreon soon. And we're going to get a merch line running, so look out for that. All of our socials are down below in the description, so come check us out. We're not always going to find everything unless you suggest some things for us to watch. So put your thoughts down in the comments below. We have a Spotify playlist with all the music we've reacted to. Both Kev and I stream on Twitch, so if you would like to find us more live, you can go and check our channels. They'll be in the description.
When I was 5 years old, I accidentally walked into my father cheating on my mother with the babysitter. Then he beat the shit out of me.
Our reporter tonight takes us inside the pit for a blow-by-blow account of rock.
Let me tell your mother! It's gonna be worse!
When my mother figured it out on her own, a year later, the beating was indeed much worse.
Where are you?
He ended up in prison, and it's been 20 years since I've seen or heard from him. But the damage was already done. They diagnosed me with rhabdophobia, which is basically the constant fear of pain and that people wanted to physically hurt me, and that sooner or later they were going to. I started to do really good in my teenage years, but there's nothing like someone hitting the reset button. It's funny how a diagnosis can really make things worse, at least in my case. It just made me think about it twice as much. I don't think people understand what paranoia really is.
Hey!
Oh shit. I'm so fired. This was the moment everything fell apart. I lost my job. I lost my apartment. And my car. This was the worst day of all time. I was totally fucked. And not only that, but the only sad excuses for friends I had all showed their true colors. Getting fired from a minimum wage job is so fucking incredible. This should be interesting. I've never dined and dashed before. But better this than starving. You're not real.
Never seen you here before.
All right, back at you. What do you want?
You need some cash.
Yeah, I need some cash. Yeah, I want cash. Why the fuck are you giving this to me?
I'm like you. I can help. When I was a kid, I watched my sister get hit by a car. and die. I let the fear consume me. Every time I cross the street, I envision myself getting run over, crushed under the wheels, just like her.
Wow. That got dark.
What's your trauma?
My dad was a scumbag. Beat the piss out of me every day.
Are you ready for the check?
Yeah. Yes, please.
A fair bit of rain still further north, left over from last night's weather system.
Okay, so before we get into the actual song, the way that they filmed this is a like very good depiction of all the different types of ways that
Schizophrenia.
all the things that happen to you after you have a bunch of trauma, like all the anxiety, the fear, the self-doubt, the paranoia,
Yeah.
and how that can affect your life, and how not dealing with it, and how, like you said, like even getting a diagnosis like made it worse. Like it doesn't always make it worse, but it can have that effect because then you think about it more, because then you know it actually exists. Because once you put a label on it, you can't take that label away, and that just one random act of kindness has already like look at that random act of kindness right there, where a guy just like
changed the tone of
has already like changed
his evening.
Yeah, because he's been having a really bad day. He lost his job. He lost his work. He lost his house. And just one stranger that is like, that can see his pain, that can like recognize his trauma, just helping him out, which is something that we need a lot in this society now and then that we don't see. Because that's why suicide rates, homelessness rates, violence rates and stuff, alcoholism, unemployment rates, drug abuse, all those things, they just keep going. The numbers just keep going up because there isn't people in the community that actually care about people.
Isn't enough people.
Yeah, there isn't enough people. Yeah, shouldn't say that there isn't people. There just isn't enough of them. So this is kind of like the introduction into trauma about.
Very well introduced. If you don't experience like at least one of these, which I feel like a lot of people do, even if they don't acknowledge it, like you can relate to probably one of all of these experiences that he's explaining. Just even if you haven't gone through trauma yourself, you may know somebody who's explained to, like, this was a really good visual explanation of how that person feels going through that thing. Very well shot.
But I survived. Fuck the blueprint, I'll read inside. Get the race out, you decide. Tell them all that I made my name. Tell them all that I paved my way. All the feeling went face to face. Now it's mine to stand up and win. That's right, here is this one. Let's go, go. That's right, here is where I was control. That's right, here is this far. Let's go, go. Burn it all down, burn it all down. I don't give a fuck. Burn it all down, burn it to the ground.
I really like the visual representation that they had there of the people that have painted their faces. That all of them are like, we're all battered and bruised. We're all just like you. We're not like, look at us. we're all standing here in a row. You're all gonna walk through us. We're just like you. We all experience trauma. You're not alone. That's the one thing that I feel with IPrevail that they do very well. They're very good at telling a story, but then also using that story to help explain a lot of civil issues and like actual issues in the world that we should be aware about. It is something that they do very well. They have that way of always like going after topics that is very close to them, but then also like things that they want to talk about, things that they know that need to change. And the like heaviness of the song like really like brings up the like anxiety levels. So you could see how very anxious he was there and how he like got scared and then wanted to run away. But then when he started to like realize what was going on, it was like a weight lifted off his shoulders that no, they're not trying to scare you. They're trying to tell you, I know, you're not alone. We're
trying to help you. Stop running away from it. Maybe it's time to go towards people who are wanting to help or at least deal with stuff the same time as you dealing with stuff.
When I close my eyes, vision built that you can't deny. Born and bred to take back what's mine. Break a bow down, you decide. Tell them all that you can't be saved. Tell them all that you dug this grave. Learn to live in this mess you made. Now it's mine to stand up before you. That's right, here is as far as you go. That's right, here is the end of the road. That's right, here is as far as you go. So burn it all down, burn it all down. I don't give a fuck, burn it all down, burn it to the ground. Things are flames, go inside. Burn it all down, burn it all down. The time is up, there's no return. Fuck them all, watch them burn. Yeah, 'cause I don't give a fuck. What I say, fuck everything. Lies are rich, gasoline. Kill it all, kill everything and burn it all down, burn it all down.
So there, big visual representation of fighting your demons and winning. Like finally facing up to the fear that you have and like making it through it. And I feel like music, isn't it funny how music has a way of not just showing you what is the problem, but then also giving you the solution at the same time.
Yeah, showing you the light. Or trying to at least direct you or guide you to something that looks like the light, or giving you a way to actually process the stuff through music, because this type of music will speak to a specific type of person, and those are the type of people that they're trying to reach. So they're making use of this platform and giving them, and don't worry, there is help out there.
Yeah, you're not alone. Like, there are people out there that go through the same things as you that want help. Like, you don't have to think that if there is something that you have trauma about, that you have to face it yourself.
Yeah. Let's talk about the music for a sec, dude. I mean, what a great song. Like, I loved the energy that we got from it, because I felt very... I was drawn into the story, so there was more of the visuals that I was focusing on, and I was having a great time watching him deal and process through the pain that he's been through. But I was also really appreciating how well the music just kind of emphasized everything. Like, it was just hitting the right points at the right time and just burn it all down. You just felt that we're making it happen and we're making a change, and it was just like the perfect backing track to what we saw him going through.
Yeah. IPrevail always has this way of just making songs that are extremely good. And I think like we didn't hear Brian much like singing, because there wasn't really much singing in the song. So it's more just Eric like screaming most of the time. And I didn't mind it. Like it's meant to be a hard song. It's meant to be harsh.
Yeah.
So it was good. But yeah, the guitars, both of them, fantastic. They complement each other very well. Drummers, insane as always. Like it was very heavy. This was one of the heaviest songs that they have released. But it catches a heavy, like very heavy topic. So it makes sense that it was as heavy.
Yeah, and I think any sort of soft vocals would have taken away from that. So I feel like the screaming was a lot more applicable to the message that we're trying to portray here. It was intense, but it was the intensity I wasn't expecting, but like I was a bit uncomfortable because like I was saying to you, I do think that a lot of us deal with one or more of the traumas that were being described and displayed, and I do. So it's like when you see it up front and personal, it's tough because you look at it and you're like, I know I've been in that situation, or I know I'm busy suffering through that sort of thing. But it's like, it's nice to be a part of a journey of somebody who has been through stuff maybe worse than you have, and you get exposed to that and you're like, oh, okay. So now he's been shown a road and given an opportunity and a path to go down and actually face and deal with the trauma, and you get to see how bad it was for him. And like here, you've just got a track that's just able to take you down on that journey with the person dealing it, and giving you just that right sort of music to tackle this specific trauma.
If you guys enjoyed that video, please remember to give us a like and to subscribe. We want to say thank you to everybody that has supported us so far. So if you like the content, feel free to subscribe. We are trying to reach 1,000 subs by the end of the year. And then we have all our socials that are scrolling down the screen down below. So if you'd like to check us out anywhere else, feel free to do so. On the screen we have our latest video, and then another recommended one if you feel like you would like to check out more.